Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly reading. So today we're taking a look at the 23rd to the 30th of June. Now, before I start getting into your read, I'm just going to quickly apologise for the loud noises if the microphone's picking it up, okay? Obviously, it's a beautiful, beautiful weather on a Sunday, and we've got like the neighbours outside cutting the grass and doing DIY. Now obviously they are entitled to do that, okay? So I've put some healing music on in the background in the hope that that's going to try and drown out the external noise, okay? If it's not worked and you're still getting like banging coming through, and if you're still getting lawnmower noise coming through, listen, I can only apologize, okay? It is what it is. This is what happens when we live in a society, okay? I do have to mention it because in the past I have had some really bizarre comments about how someone doesn't like all the noise of the cars going past my house. Like, I can actually do something about that. For real. You know, what am I going to do? Stand outside and tell people in their cars, no, you're not allowed to drive past my house? It was so funny. And it was even funnier because the comment came from someone in India as well, you know, where there is a lot of traffic, and I thought that was quite hypocritical. But there we go. There we go. So let's find out what's going on for you guys on this lovely, lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody is doing well and everyone's healthy. Right, so you've got the tiger and patience. You're being reminded that persistence is what's necessary to attain your goals. Fantastic. What a refreshing change, because for the past few weeks we have been having nothing that comes out other than, oh, Scorpio, you've got to be, you've got to be flexible. You can't be rigid this week. That's going to work against you. And now Spirit's like, okay, Scorpio, see this week, be persistent, be stubborn, be rigid. Okay, so you're getting the complete opposite message out this week, which is great because like you're going to be in your element with that one. You're not being asked here to go against your normal way of doing things. Okay, so persistence is what's necessary to attain your goals. So that could be in your private life, that could be in your professional life, could be a combination of both, okay? Like Spirit saying, don't quit, don't give up, be persistent, okay? Keep in your mind's eye the bigger picture. Keep in your mind's eye what it is that you're working towards, or what it is that you're fighting for, okay? Again, I would have mentioned it before about like before you start anything new, it's always a good idea to write up a list of your code of ethics, and I showed you quickly my own code of ethics, right? That I refer back to. That's always a really, really good idea. That helps to keep you on track. You know, it stops you from losing your mind, as it were. So yeah, again, that be rigid when it comes down to that particular code of ethics. Even if you've not written it down, you're going to know what your own code of ethics is in your head anyway. Stick to that, okay? Vital, especially when it comes down to, of course, your own personal boundaries, okay? Anything like that, like, do not compromise on your own personal boundaries. Keep pursuing whatever this is that you're trying to pursue, okay? Again, that could be within your career or your personal life, right? You do, however, need to be patient. So remember, with the tigers, they are predatory creatures. they have this wonderful camouflage where it's like you're not even going to know that a tiger is laying in wait watching you. You're only going to know when they start springing into action, right? Because of their patience and their camouflage. So again, use that as a metaphor in your own life for whatever this is that you're pursuing, okay? Be like that tiger. Be patient, be watching, be observant, and get ready to spring into action when the time calls for you to do that, okay? And again, you're going to know exactly when the time is right for you to take action, right? No one else is going to be able to tell you when that is. Not really. Okay. Trust that the universe will help you through your challenges in divine timing. So again, vital that you listen to your own instincts, your own survival instincts, your own gut instincts, your own intuition, your own psychic instincts, if you will. Okay. And success is guaranteed. Yeah. So you're not going to miss your target here, Scorpio. Okay. Success is being guaranteed, providing that you take the necessary steps towards your goals, and be observant, be patient, and get ready to spring into action. Okay. Right, so with that being said, we are going to take a look at your rune message for the week. Can you have a rune, please, for our Scorpio collective? From June 23rd to the 30th. What is Scorpio's rune, please? Whoa. Okay, 2. Therizaz and Wonyo. They're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck as well. Gibu. Lovely. Okay. Right, so Therizaz basically, excuse me, it means thorns. Okay, a thorny situation, a time of trouble, worry, anxiety. It's, you know, a bit stressful. Not all is lost here, okay, Scorpio. Don't go, oh my god, not again, because look at what else it came out with. It came out with Wonyo and Gibu. Okay, this is home. This is homestead. That's like the 10 of Cups basically. And the 9 of Cups with Wonyo. Okay, so this one being your first rune out is actually very positive, very, very positive, because that's what's going to be put behind you. This is what you're coming in towards. Okay, you're putting the struggles behind you, the worries behind you, the stressful times behind you. Now, it could be that somebody was trying to cause conflict with you here with Therizaz, okay? It literally says conflict, loathe, furious, and greed. Now, if that's not about another person trying to make things difficult for you, that could easily be internal energies, and it could be you getting frustrated with the current state of play, with the way that everything is, you know, with, oh man, Spirit always tries to get me to speak about these things, and I don't like doing it, especially with the way that YouTube is at the moment as well. So we'll just say those who are in power, making things as difficult as possible for us normies, right? Especially when it comes down to anyone who is wanting to be an entrepreneur, anyone who is just wanting to get on with their lives is really, really difficult at the moment, because they are so absolutely greedy, okay? And like, you're completely within your rights to get angry and furious and loathe how people like that are in charge, right? It could be a bit of that as well that's going on here. So again, it's like, well, you know, what can you do about it? We're all very, very limited on what we can actually do about it, and, you know, remain within the lines of the law, as it were. This can indicate protection, passion. It's very, very masculine energy. Okay, so it could be a message about like the patriarchy as well. Okay, again, just take it as it resonates. Okay, I mean, literally this energy is going to mean lots of different things for lots of different people. It all entirely depends on who you are and what you've been dealing with, and that's how it's going to resonate for you. Okay. This indicates that change is going on right now, and there could be certain people who are basically trying to fight against the change, and because they're trying to fight against the change, they're making things a lot worse for themselves, right? Now, with you being you, Scorpio, you are the you are the sign of change. While you might not necessarily like change, you don't tend to fight against change either. And so because you've been leaning into the changes that have been going on, that's why you're seeing this Wonyu and Gibu energy coming out in your favor. The ones who are going to be the most fulfilled, the happiest, are those who can work with the changes that are going on around them. Okay, it's those who are going to recognize the bits that they can control and the bits that are outside of their control. So the bits that they can change themselves and the bits that they just need to accept as being, you know, what it is, type thing. Those tend to be the happiest people. So you've got fun, joy, friendship, and rest with Wonyo. And as I said, like, that's literally the Nine of Cups, okay? Because it's all about prosperity, it's about pleasure, you know, that sense of belonging, kindred spirits as well. So it's very likely that you could be meeting a kindred spirit here, also for anyone who is looking for love, okay? Especially with Gibu being right next to it, because that's like... I said that was like the Ten of Cups, didn't I? I'd say it's more of a combination of the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, because it's like friendship, partnership, you know, strong bonds, strong connections. It's that equal give and take. It's goodwill, promise, can be marriage as well, but it's honor, it's gift, it's love, it's divine interaction, generosity, you know, a fair exchange that's going on here. So with all of this positivity here that's coming in for you, Scorpio, I do imagine that the vast majority of you are going to be making the absolute most of this energy, but it's under their Kina's hard work, dedication, being skillful and remaining focused. Yeah, like that shows me literally that Scorpio, you guys have got your priorities straight. It's like you know what's important to you here, and so this energy over here that you started off with, it's like, yeah, do you know what, that's, while it does suck, is not really that important, because this is what's important over here. Okay, for anyone who has been struggling more recently, then you can be rest assured that your struggles are basically over. Okay. Right, so with that being said, I'm going to move these cards over here, and then we'll start pulling some tarot for you guys. Okay, yeah, we should do strongest energy as well. What's the strongest energy that's coming in for Scorpio, please? Strongest energy that's coming in for Scorpio, please. We have 3. Whoa. Okay, interesting. The High Priestess of Air. Okay. Logical thinking and reason, think before you act, calculate decisions, communication is being enhanced. Communications being enhanced, interesting. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. More specifically, I feel Gemini for some. Communication being enhanced, so there's a very important conversation here that's about to take place, I feel, but also with that being High Priestess energy, that's about your own intuition and your own relationship with the universe, your own connection to your higher self. I'm getting the sense that your intuition's being heightened, and that's always quite a I say it's a dangerous thing. It's not dangerous for you, it's dangerous for anybody who is having any sort of funny ideas about double crossing you or anything like that. Like Scorpios are massively intuitive anyway, and when a Scorpio's intuition's being heightened, yeah, things can get a little bit complicated for others who are trying to pull a fast one, basically. Strength can indicate that changes, It doesn't say changes. It says challenges are ahead. But you know what? That's fine. Me making that mistake, because challenges naturally does bring changes with it. Or changes naturally can bring challenges with it. So, I mean, it works, right? That's like a symbiotic relationship between challenges and changes when you really think about it on a deeper level. Can indicate that there are challenges ahead. So we're going to dig deeper into that and find out what that is. Okay, honesty. So it's vital that you remain honest at this time, Scorpio. Okay. Try not to fall into the trap of basically telling people what it is that they want to hear just to be liked or just to be agreeable or anything like that. Okay. I mean, again, it's like everybody wants to be liked, everybody wants to be accepted, and the temptation could be not to deliver certain messages to certain people out of fear of them no longer liking us because they didn't like what it was that we said, you know. This is clarity and true communication. So you started off with communication, you've got another card of communication. So your delivery, what you say, the way you speak, the words you choose is going to be really, really important. Okay. And be honest about what you want, or be honest about your motives. Okay. This can also indicate honesty and integrity from others. Again, which is interesting because it's right next to challenges are ahead. And wishing, the wishing well. Okay, so your wishes will be fulfilled with this energy. Make sure that your dream serves your highest purpose and doesn't take away from another. So again, that's respecting the free will of others. Okay, maybe somebody has tried to impose upon your own free will, and with all these messages of honesty, integrity, communication, that, and it's right next to challenges, that screams to me here, Scorpio, that some of you have been lied about. And so Spirit's saying, okay, for those who are dealing with that kind of injustice, it is vital that you remain honest. It is vital that you do not stoop down to their level, okay? Because when someone's lied about you, for some, the most natural thing is going to be, well, okay, then I'm going to fight fire with fire. If they want to lie about me, I'm going to go ahead and lie about them, you know, see how they like it type thing. But Spirit's saying, don't stoop to that level, okay? Because that would definitely bring more challenges than what is worth, okay? So you keep speaking the truth, right? Not your truth, the truth. That's true integrity, right? That's true honesty. Someone here is basically making a rod off of their own back because they've tried to make an enemy out of you. Okay, they've tried to make things complicated and as difficult for you as possible. Well, they've made a rod off their own back. Right, you're coming into wish fulfillment here, Scorpio. It is literally all over your energy, all over your energy, and that's, I don't like to use a turn of phrase, that's what you're fighting for, but I cannot think of a better way of putting it right now. Like literally, what you're fighting for is much bigger than this little small fry over here, okay? Yeah, you've got complicated at the bottom of the deck. There are many elements to consider, so step back. Yeah, so again, before you kind of take matters into your own hands, as it were, consider how complicated the situation is. Take a step back. Are they really worth your trouble? Are they really worth that amount of effort? Are they really worth you losing your own integrity over, type thing? Okay. Interesting. Right. So let's see if we can make space on the table and keep everything neat. Out of a matter of curiosity, And because I'm nosy as fuck, what's under there? Oath. There you go. Oath. That's like Hierophant type energy. It's an oath. It's a promise. It's a promise to do no harm. Spirit's saying you've got to take that oath and honour yourself. Okay? Honour your promises. So if you make promises to people this month, ensure that you do keep them. Okay? And refuse to become like those who have hurt you in the past. You've got to take that oath. It's Spirit's basically coming through strong here, Scorpio, and saying you're better. Like, you know, again, turns of phrases that I don't particularly like to use. You're better than them carries the implication that there's some kind of competition or who's the better person. You know, I think the best way of putting that is Spirit saying, look, that individual is beneath you. Okay, I think that's probably the best way to put it. So a very complicated situation here, and you need to keep a hold of your integrity. Right, let's start clarifying. Can you tell us more? For Scorpio, please. What's this High Priestess of Air for Scorpio, please? What's this High Priestess of Air for Scorpio? Thank you. Ooh, a King of Coins off balance. Has somebody tried to... I'm hearing extortion. Somebody's tried to extort another person with a King of Coins coming out off balance. Has someone tried to extort you here? Because I'm hearing bribery also. Communication, use your intuition. There's some kind of bribery. King of Coins off balance, that's also instability. That's somebody being incredibly greedy and materialistic here. Very, very controlling, or maybe even authoritarian also, with that coming out scattered. Clarified further with a Knight of Cups in the reverse position, which is manipulative energy. It's someone being very unreliable and fickle. And then you've got the Eight of Wands that's also come out off balance, which is delays, frustrations. You know, something should be moving, but it isn't. And that could be due to jealousies, frustrations, an argument. Is there an air sign here who is at odds with you? It could be for some, maybe even a Pisces or a Taurus or a Sagittarius are involved somehow. It could be. But again, it's like you've got a lot of untruthful energies around you here with this with this Knight of Cups in the reverse position. I'm also getting sleaze. Someone is dealing with an individual who is a sleaze. Yeah, you got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a Moon with a Cups energy, that's emotional manipulation, emotional blackmail to try and extort another person here out of their finances, out of their possession, out of their property. I'm getting like reputation here. Okay, because again, communication and then delays. So you could well have a case for slander and defamation if this is happening to you, or if this has happened to you. Okay, they're showing me a really strong case for defamation here. So if you were wanting to take that further on a legal level, then yeah, you probably should pursue that if you can. Okay. Calculated decisions. See, that implies that this energy planned whatever this was that they did. Whatever it was that they did to you, there's a heavy implication that they planned it in order to try and extort you here. Okay, Knight of Cups in the reverse position. That could be like somebody making out that they were, you know, romantically interested or something, and they just used the other person for whatever they could get, basically. Okay, so they've used someone's kindness and generosity against them in order to try and extort whatever they could. Okay, was these challenges, please? Was these challenges, thank you. The Four of Swords and the Ace of Coins off balance, okay. And interestingly enough, you got Strength at the bottom of the deck as well. Strength says that you don't know your own strength until it's being tested. Okay, obviously it's strength, courage, power, influence, compromise. It's all about your inner power. So the challenge now is for you to basically learn to trust yourself again, because it's come out with that Four of Swords and the Ace of Coins off balance. Okay, that's all of the re's, basically. Rest, rejuvenate, reconsider, reevaluate, is meditate as well, is pause and reflect. Pause and reflect. So it's saying, yeah, that's going to take a lot of strength for you to pause and reflect on everything that you've been through here, because literally somebody did take you for a mug, or they tried to take you for a mug, and so you're needing to pause and reflect and really digest everything that you've gone through with the Four of Swords. Now that can also be a return to your health as well. So if this situation made you really, really ill, and if you were really struggling here because of that situation, you're seeing a good return to your health. Now obviously I'm not like a health professional or anything, so if there are any concerns like that, definitely yes, do go see a professional healthcare provider. Okay, but again, back to the message, it's like something is needing you to reflect upon it in order for you to make sense of what happened and what you've been through, and the challenges that were presented to you. And then you've got like missed chances here, sabotage, missed opportunities. Okay, it's straight up corruption, basically, with the Ace of Coins coming out off balance. So somebody here has had to go against a very corrupt individual, that has made it almost their life ambition to try and drag a Scorpio here through the mud, like literally trying to stop them from being successful, you know, and again, ruining reputations here with the Ace of Coins off balance. Can you tell us more for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Bloody hell. Yeah, they're in reverse. Now, I love the fact that you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, because that indicates recovery. And it's Spirit saying, Scorpio, you will recover from this, okay? You will recover from this financially, materially, emotionally, spiritually also, okay? You will recover from this. Okay, but that's also about how you've got the advantage. So what is it that gives you the advantage here in this situation, Scorpio? The fact that you're the one that has integrity, the fact that you're the one that is honest, right? That's your saving grace here, and you are going to see improvements. Now you could be seeing improvements here again, financially and materially, with the coins energy coming out. But it's also, I feel, that this person's jealousy towards you is being made incredibly obvious now to other people. Okay, so I feel as well that that's why Spirit was saying, look, Scorpio, you don't have to take the law into your own hands here, as tempting as that is. You know, somebody's got to teach this little shit a lesson, right? And if anybody, it would be you. But Spirit's saying it's not quite such a good idea, okay? Because people are figuring this out, okay? People are figuring out this air sign, or this Sagittarius or Gemini or whoever it is. Like, people are figuring out that person for themselves, okay? Again, purely because they're very controlling. And there's also a message about how they refuse to adapt here as well. Okay. A Knight of Coins in reverse can indicate somebody who's a coward. Okay. There's someone who's jealous, someone who clutches on other people, or they're grasping at straws. You know, they like to make a mountain out of a molehill type thing. Knight of Coins in reverse is someone who likes to twist things around to suit themselves. Okay. But with this energy here, I can see that whoever that is, others are starting to see through their BS, basically. Okay. You can clarify honesty here, please, for Scorpio. Okay. I just had to pause there, because I just got a little bit of a cold coming on, and I keep coughing. So yeah, I just have to pause every so often so I can cough without it coming through the microphone. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Pages indicate new stages, and you've got 2 new stages that's available to you here, Scorpio. Queen of Swords, clear communication, more messages about communication, and you've got the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel that really good news is on its way towards you here, Scorpio. News that's going to make you incredibly happy here. Okay. I'm seeing that with this Queen of Swords, and again, it's not about your gender, okay? That's someone who is very articulate, very forthright, strong boundaries. Again, maybe some have got kids that you're needing to have these strong boundaries for, so that, you know, this kind of trauma isn't passed on down to the kids, if there are any. If there aren't any kids, then this is about your courage, your free spirit, your enthusiasm for life. Doing some kind of research here as well, maybe talking to others. Making the most out of every opportunity, every moment that you're welcoming into your life, you know, celebrating here with friends, with loved ones even, and taking time to think about what it is that you do before you do it here for some. Can you tell us more? Thank you. The Emperor. The Tower off balance, and the 5 of Wands also off balance. You've got the 5 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Okay. There could be some kind of message here that comes through from a father figure, a boss, or maybe you're the boss or the father figure, and you're giving this message to someone else here. This message of hope, of some kind of chance, some kind of opportunity that's being presented. You've got a dodged bullet with the Tower off balance, and a 5 of Wands also off balance. Okay, so that would be like a backfire. Is something backfired here because of that 5 of Coins also. So it could be a masculine, or just someone who's got a lot of masculine energies to them, could be delivering you this message about how something's fallen apart, something's gone south, someone was caught red-handed here for doing something. Perhaps it was breaking the law. You know, someone's been busted, someone's being caught. Okay. I'm hearing punishment. So you're getting a message off a masculine that this individual over here is now being punished for what it is that they did to you. It's like everything that they've tried to build, everything that they've tried to be successful at is just not working. It's just not working at all. It's showing that life is incredibly hard and difficult for whoever that person is or was. I'm also getting a message here about how somebody is currently going through this huge upheaval because they've had a realization that they've gone through this awakening about exactly who the chaotic individual is as a person, and they're realizing that actually they're really not a nice person at all, and whoever this masculine is, they're trying to separate themselves from that other person here with the 5 of coins. It could be. Again, take it as it resonates, okay? But again, a really, really complicated situation here that somehow you're part of or you're involved with, Scorpio. Somehow. Maybe this was your wish. Maybe you were wishing the manipulator was going to get caught. Maybe you were wishing that other people would finally start to see through the fake niceness of the manipulator. And if that's true, then that's exactly what's happening in this energy, Scorpio. You know, if you were wishing that other people would start wising up to who that horrible individual is, then they absolutely are. Definitely. I mean, the fact is you've got people here who are no longer speaking to them, who are trying to separate themselves as best they can from the manipulator, you know. And this is someone who dragged you through it. Definitely. Okay. Can you clarify wishing? What is the wish? Thank you. Okay, interesting. So I'm just going to switch out to the overhead camera so you can see the orientation of these cards. I'm taking these as reversals, okay? The 5 of Cups reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, beautiful, Devil reversed, and the 4 of Coins reversed. And you've got the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Pisces, a Capricorn, a Libra, another Scorpio as well, could be, but doesn't have to be. Basically, your wish that's going to be fulfilled is 5 of Cups, reverse, recovery, healing, further emphasized with the 3 of Swords in reverse, which is more healing, release, more recovery. Okay, it's literally you processing, working through, and then releasing all of the pain and anguish that this individual over here put you through. Your wish was to heal and recover. Wish granted, right? And your wish absolutely was for others to see how greedy, nasty, spiteful, evil, and malicious that other individual is or was. That absolutely was one of your wishes. And again, that's what's coming true here, okay? The Devil in reverse is beautiful. I absolutely love the Devil in reverse because the devil only has as much power as what you give it, and so when it's in reverse, it has no power. Like there is no trick, that there is no bondage, that there is no trap. It's a total release, okay? It's total freedom with the Devil in reverse, and I am picking up that devil energy as being another person. I am, definitely. someone who is very, very greedy, very materialistic. You know, that they do not have any kind of originality to them. It's kind of like a chameleon type person. You know, someone who suckers other people in by basically mirroring them, by copying them, by taking on character traits and personalities of their quote unquote targets, you know, to make their targets feel more comfortable around them. And then that's when they start with their BS, basically. Yeah, there is freedom here from a specific not so nice individual, and for some it's complicated because either maybe you had kids with this person, or maybe this is like an overbearing, over controlling parent or parental figure here, and that's what made it complicated. Or just the amount of lies, trickery and BS that they spun made the situation more complicated because they then got other people involved. Well, either way, it's those other people who were involved are now seeing the light, basically. That they're seeing the light, that they're seeing that actually everything that they were told about you, that, you know, the lies that were spun about you, they weren't so true after all. So yeah, what the hell they were doing picking sides in the first place is anybody's guess. But I guess that they were manipulated just as much as you were by that individual, right? It happens. Can you tell us about this complicated, please? Thank you. Yeah, the 3 of coins in reverse, like it's done, it's over. Low quality work, low quality friendships, low quality relationships. Is very mediocre energy with the 3 of coins in reverse, okay? Group conflict as well. So if this was going on within a group of people, please do be rest assured that that group has all imploded on each other, as these situations tend to do, okay? You could find that you're some kind of scapegoat here in the situation, or you were the black sheep in the situation. You were singled out, basically. You were singled out by this air sign, this Gemini, or this Sagittarius, right? You were singled out by them. They made you a target. Like, for whatever reason, you were singled out. And then you've got this, whoever was left, like they've all imploded on each other. There's a lot of infighting, there's a lot of battles and arguments and disagreements and, you know, fights, fallings out, people disconnecting from the ringleader type thing, okay? Yeah, and in the meanwhile, you've been carrying on, making the best out of your own life with that 8 of coins. You've been paying attention to all the details. You've been working hard. You've been protecting yourself. You've been protecting your family, your work, whatever. Okay. It's you keeping your standards high, basically. I mean, maybe as well, maybe even this tower with the 5 of wands energy off balance could be your energy. It could be your epiphany, your realization of the truth that actually these people are beneath you, you know. Maybe that's caused this energy right here, that understanding of, do you know what, I wouldn't want to be liked by those people anyway, because that means that they would see something in common and we're nothing alike. You know, it's kind of like that sort of thing that's going on here as well for some. Okay. Interesting. Can we have a healing message for Scorpio, please? Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this deck 3 times, and then we'll pull a healing message. Here you go. The Mist. Trust your inner compass, be led from within. Right, let's take a look. So it says, intuition is pointless unless we act on it. I don't know how much of that card you'll see because they're quite pale cards. Okay, intuition's pointless unless we act on it, but it really makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. But when we do gather up the will to act on our intuition, each and every day we'll find ourselves living a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that is led from within, and I call it living a soul-led life. There's a golden thread before you, calling you towards it and beckoning you forth. You're being called to trust your inner compass and be led from within. Mist and fog form when it's extremely humid and water vapor condenses to form droplets. When mist or fog sets in, it's as if everything hanging in a state of mystery. And when we're walking in mist, we make sure that we're facing the right way, slow down, and enter a state of trust. Yes, that's like a message of disorientation. So the mist, the fog, the uncertainty, the confusion can really, really quickly make you feel disorientated, make you feel lost. And then all you've got basically is your own intuition and trust in your own intuition. Yeah, it's a really difficult thing to do, that is to, really lean in and trust your own intuition, unquestionably, especially if somebody has had like a lifetime of being lied to, and gaslit as well. It's going to be really difficult to like take action on your own intuition. While you may not know every step along the way or the exact destination, you're called to trust your inner compass, to trust that the path will appear before you and for you. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz following that yellow brick road, we're all being led home to ourselves and our soul's path. It just requires us to consistently trust in the guidance system within. And the soul inquiry is, what's your intuition calling you to do right now? So what is it that your intuition's calling for you to do right now, Scorpio? Because you have to act upon that. Okay? Right, so we are going to pull some more oracles. What else for Scorpio, please? What else for Scorpio? Perseverance. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. Yeah, you had that message with the tiger right at the start. Persistence and patience is necessary to attain your goals is basically the same message. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. And then time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Beautiful. So it's a time of really unusual things happening for you, Scorpio. Really lucky and unusual events. It's your time to shine. So definitely do take advantage of these weird events that are playing out for you. And the elements of fire, air, earth and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. Yeah. So work on and practice your spiritual boundaries, your mental boundaries, your physical boundaries, and your emotional ones. Okay, that's like the alchemist energy with the elements. What else for Scorpio, please? What else for Scorpio? Five. Off balance. I am optimistic, so you're not very optimistic then at this point in time because it's come out off balance. Well, that's fine because you know what? Optimism comes with time. It comes with time. And honestly, I don't blame anybody for being not so optimistic when they've had to go through all that crap and bullshit. And it's legit felt like everything's been against them. Yes, it can be really, really difficult to be optimistic. It can be, because, you know, what is the past messages of experience taught you, you know. So yeah, I can completely sympathize with that. Okay, give yourself some time, and the more that you witness things actually working out for you and working in your favor, then over time you will become more optimistic. Okay, so if you're not feeling very optimistic right now, don't beat yourself up over that. Okay, let's do away with all of this spiritual gaslighting, shall we? Right? If someone's not feeling it, they're not feeling it. They need time. They need space. End of. Okay? That will come with time, Scorpio. Alright, trust me on this one. It will come with time. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. Okay? So Spirit's coming through for those who are not feeling very optimistic right now. Alright, you can't force positivity. That's toxic as fuck. It really, really is. At the end of it all, you've got to honour how you feel. Okay? We're not hiding shit under the rug here on this channel. We don't do that. Okay? But also, we're not going to make anyone feel bad for not being happy and cheery and optimistic and la-di-da-di-da. Right? Because life doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Honestly, it'll come with time. And then I'm a leader, number 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. Yeah, so this whole thing probably started because you were leading other people, or maybe you're coming into a position where you have to lead other people. Maybe you're in a position of some kind of authority or influence, okay? Again, you might not have realized that you're in a position where others are looking up to you, okay? So it's vital that you remember that actually, yeah, others are looking up to you, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, okay? Your job is to bring others together, okay? That's kind of like your thing. Right, so we are going to pull a card from one of the cheeky decks. If you're new here, then you might not be used to these decks. They can be quite sweary and sarcastic, so if you're allergic to that sort of thing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? It's just a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of the read, because laughter is a very high vibration, and I like to think that, you know, people are leaving the reads with knowledge, information, feeling a lot more powerful and in control than when they went into the read, and bonus, with a smile on their face at the end. Okay, so yeah, be kind-hearted AF and full of love, but maintain boundaries like a motherfucker. Yeah, letting people fuck with you is not a spiritual attribute. Think about Archbishop Desmond Tutu. That dude wouldn't have done the good shit he did in the world if he let people walk all over him. Even His Holiness the Dalai Lama tells people to fuck off sometimes, in his own compassionate AF way. Yeah. I love that message, because that taps into that whole spiritual gaslighting that I've got an issue with, that I cannot stand goes on so much, right? People have got this thing in their heads, and they tell others, oh, you're not very spiritual if you don't forgive and forget, and if you don't do this, that, and the next, and all of it goes completely against your own instincts and your own boundaries. Nah, to hell with that shit. To hell with that shit. You can be spiritual AF and maintain your boundaries. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right, so I do need to leave that one there. I just genuinely hope that reading has been helpful to somebody. If you feel that you need a personal reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of your other readings. So we've got daily reads. Yeah, so reading every single day is a lot of work. And and I do readings for all of the other 12 signs as well, okay? So you're bound to find something that is useful for you on this channel. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you're all, nice and chill and relaxed, maybe even having a nice long bath, getting ready for the week ahead type thing. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.